Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you all here again. So the last game I posted on YouTube was really frustrating. That game was meant to come through, two odds, but heartbreaking. This was the game I last posted on YouTube. Just 6 games, yeah, 6 games. 6 games that wasn't even stressful. Like, there was no stress in this game. It was just meant to come easy, but unfortunately, this game here, they couldn't even produce 2 corners. Just one corner spoiled it, and we lost the game. Well, that's bad for you. And that same day, I also posted 17 odds on my Telegram channel. The 17 odds, it did very well. Seriously, it did well. But here this game spoiled it. They had over 7 corners in first half. This option is really a good option, especially now that the football season is back. We can all enjoy this option. I really love the corner markets. If you notice, I don't do over 1.5 markets or markets related to goals now. If I'm going for goals, like the goal markets, I rather go for the unders or anything against goals, because seriously, it's frustrating when you play a team over 1.5 and they're ending with 1-0 or 0-0. It gets, so I don't really like it. But some people are good at that option, the goal market and anything related to goals, but I don't like it. I love other options. Yeah, there are a lot of options out there that I love, especially corner markets. I really love the corner markets. So this option did really well. Like, I was already expecting to see paid out, you get, and one just spoiled it. Well, that's bad for you. Though it's frustrating, getting cut one, cut two is frustrating because it spoils a lot of things for you. It spoils a lot of plans you have, planned, and it's not going well, seriously. So though we are close in winning, but it's frustrating. But the good news is, the football season is back and we're gonna win big. That's all I can say. So that was how the last game I posted on YouTube went through. So today I posted some games on my Telegram channel. If you're looking for how to join my Telegram channel, the link to join my Telegram channel is on my bio on YouTube. So just go to my bio, you're gonna see the link to join. So today I posted 7 odds on my Telegram channel. I also posted 12 odds and 24 odds. So let's see how it went. So this is the 24 odds I posted. Still the first half unders. Yeah, I really made a mistake in choosing this team, and this team. Yes, I made a mistake choosing them. I was not even meant to choose them at all. But it is what it is. When we lose like this, we get to know next time I'm gonna know how to go about it. So we had 3 cuts here for the 24 odds. Yeah, this wasn't good. Seriously, this game was meant to come true, but we had 3 cuts. Well, better days ahead. So for the 12 odds, let's see. So the 12 odds, just 11 games, and whoa, this was where it's all fucked up. Like, here, just one more corner, and this team could not produce one more corner. That was so frustrating. Seriously, I don't like it when I'm meant to win and I'll be losing. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. This game was so clean. Like, I loved everything I analyzed concerning this game. Like, it was just so clean, so good. It was just so smooth. Like, they did well, you get. But that wasn't enough to help us win this. Well, that was it. We just had one cut. So let's go to the 7 odds. 7 odds, 13 games. They also did well, very, very well. But here the away team could not produce 2 corners. Here the home team, just one more corner and they could not produce. But other teams did really, really well. We had 2 cuts on 7 odds, which wasn't good. And it wasn't good. That was just how today's games went. So that's it. But today, apart from the recap of everything that happened, last week and today, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this option. I want to talk about this option called multi corners. I know a lot of you know about the option. A lot of you know about it. A lot of you are good at it. But I'm making this video to help those that don't know anything about it understand it, or those that find it confusing, or those that don't even know about it. That's why I'm making this video. So you're gonna go to the corner market, and you have to bear it in mind that this option is really, really limited to a lot of team leagues out there. So I'm not really sure whether it's gonna be in the Premier League or La Liga and whatever Serie A. So it's really limited to a lot of leagues out there. But in the championship, I noticed that it is always there. So let's see what we have here. Let's see. So multi corners is not your regular type of corner that it's not a regular type of corner you play, or it's not the regular type of corners we usually play. You get, like, the regular type of corners we usually play is something like this. We have over 7.5, and almost everybody know that over 7.5 corners means that for you to win over 7.5 corners, you need 8 corners to win over 7.5 corners, and the rest follows. For 8.5, we know that is 9 corners you need. So these are our regular corners. And regular corners, we also have the total one. That's total one is representing the home team, and total two is representing the away team. So for these multi corners, one thing you have to understand about multi corners is centered around multiplication. Multiplication. Multi corners is centered around multiplication. Yes, multiplication. That's just what you have to know about multi corners. Multi corners is really is a very good market. So you have to know the basics, you have to understand it, and that way you will know what you will play to help you make profits. So what does multi corners mean? Multi corners simply means adding the results of the first half and multiplying it with the results of the second half. That's just what multi corner simply means. So now I'm going to explain further. So now here we have over 9.5. Yes, over 9.5 simply means 10 corners. Now we have here over 10.5. It simply means 11 corners. Now a lot of you look at it that, wow, why is over 10.5 having little odds? It's having little odds because the probability of it coming true is very, very high. You're gonna understand as I explain further. Now, if you want now for you to understand how you can win this over 9.5 and over 10.5, you have to really listen to what I'm going to say now. Now I'm going to explain the multi corners, then I will go to team 1 and team 2. Yes. Now this multi corners involves the home team and the away team. This one is not individual corners, so this one is the the general, the full time corners for these multi corners. That means every corner the home team will score and every corners the away team will score will be added and multiplied together. So now let's use an example. um let's use an example. So let me go to my flash score so that you understand. So now let me use an example, and I'm gonna be using this same team. Let's use the head-to-head match. That we're gonna really understand what I'm saying. Now let's take it that this is the game they played already. So now we go to stats, you come here. Now we go to first half. As you can see, in the first half, they had 2-0. This is for this I'm explaining the full-time multi-corner. So guys, you really have to pay attention so that you understand. Now in the first half we have 2-0. That means the home team scored 2 corners in first half and the away team scored 0 corners. That means they did not even have any corners at all. And this is where it gets bad, because if there is no corners at all in the first half, it's gonna really affect the result of the corners. So now what we're gonna do is 2 plus 0, you add 2 plus 0 will give you 2. Now the the um the number of corners we have in the first half is just 2. Now you note 2 aside. We go to the second half. Now we have 4, 5, 6. We have 4 corners from the home team and we have 4 plus 2 is 6. So what we're going to do is, remember that we had 2 corners in the first half, 6 corners in the second half. So we're going to be multiplying them. That's because a lot of people get confused here. Okay, now we have 2 corners in the first half, 2 corners, 2 plus 0 will give you 2. Now you go to the second half, we have 4 plus 2, that's 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now you get the result of the first half. 2 times 6 will give you 12, because we had 2 in the first half and we had 4 plus 2 in the second half, that's 6. Then 2 times 6 will give you 12. That's the result of the corners we have for the multi corners. 2 times 6 will give you 12. And now if you come here, you see that if that you went for over 10, it will come true. You went for over 12, it will not come true, because what the result we had was just 12, and for you to win the over 12.5, you need 13 corners. So the result we were able to get from here was just 12 corners. So I'm going to explain one more time. Let's use this. Let's use another one. Oh, they don't have any stats. Oh, they don't have. Okay, let me use this. Okay, let's use this. Now let's use something else. Now I'm going to explain again, guys. Now for you to understand the multi corners, you have to know that you have to get the results of the first half. Now in the first half they had 9 corners here. 6 plus 3 will give you 9 corners. 6 plus 3 will give you 9 corners. Now we have 9 corners in the first half. In the second half, we have only 5 corners. The home team produced only 5 corners. The away team was not able to produce anyone. Now we go to our calculator. You calculate 9 times 5, you get 45. Wow, this is like over over, like this is over, like they overdid, you get. So this is the joy about multi corners, because it's good for teams that they are good in corners. So imagine that you picked something like over 25 here. Over 25 here is like is over, because here we had the result of over 45. So if you pick anything, you pick from over 9 to over 42, it will come true, because we had over 45 corners, you get. So remember guys, I'm using this live score here as an example, so that you understand the multi corner. So anything you choose for the over 45, from over over 9 to over 42, it will come true, like it will definitely come true, like they overdid. Damn, like imagine you just play over 42 and you're seeing over 50. So that's one thing about the multi corners I love, seriously. Now the bad side about these multi corners is, and how you're going to lose this option is, let me say for instance, in the first half, they did not have any corners at all. um they did not have any corners at all. Is going to affect the results of the second half. So if you are going for the multi corners, you should be actually hoping, or you analyze teams that you know that they must have good number of corners in the first half, you get. Let me say for instance, in the first half they had something like 0-0. They have something like 0-0. That's really going to be a bad one, because as long as they have 0-0 in the first half, just know that you have lost the game already. Just know that you have lost that ticket, because anything they are going to be scoring in the second half will still give you 0. Why do I say so? In the second half, in the first half, let me say they had 0 plus 0, it will still give you 0. So now, and you remember that any result you have in the first half, you have to multiply it with the result you have from the second half, you get. That means you have added the result of the first half, you have added the result of the second half, then you multiply them together. Now you have 0-0 in the first half, and you have 10 corners in the second half. That's not anything, because if you still get 0 times 10, it will still give you 0. If they like, they should score 100 corners in the second half, it will still give you 0. So that's the bad thing about multi corners, you get. Let me say for example, in the first half they have something like 2 corners. It's still preferable, because in the second half they might still have something like 6 corners. So you do 6 times 2, you get 12. Or in the second half they might have something like 7 corners. 7 times 2 will give you 14. So you have to know that from the first half, if they don't have a good number of corners, it will affect the number of corners in the second half, except the second half they are able to do well. So just hope that any team you are choosing, they should not even have 0-0 in the first half. They should have at least 1-1 or 2-1 or 3-1, you get. But they should not have 1-1. They should not have 0-0 or 1-0. At least if they have 1-0, you know that there is hope. So that's what multi corners, for these multi corners, that's just what it means. And I hope what I've explained so far will really help a lot of you understand what multi corners is all about. So now let's go to team 1. So the same way I've explained this general multi corner is also applicable to team 1 and team 2, but I'm going to do a quick one on it. Now if you are going for team 1, you have to know that team 1 represent the home team, and if you are going for team 2, you have to know that team 2 represent the away team. Now anything you are choosing in this team 1 concerns Coventry City, and anything you are choosing in team 2 represent Oxford United. So now let me say, for instance, you're choosing over 2.5 in team 1, and you know that over 2.5 means 3 corners, over 3.5 means 4 corners, vice versa. Same here, over 0.5 means 1 corner, over 1.5 means 2 corners. So now the team 1, okay, let me say for example, you're choosing over 2.5. Now for you to win this over 2.5, Coventry City, which is the home team, have, they need to score at least 1 or 2 corners in the first half, then they score at least 2 or 3 corners in the second half. That way, in the first half, if Coventry City have like 2 corners, and in the second half they also have like 3 corners, now we have 2 times 3, 2 times 3, that will give you 6. 2 times 3 will give you 6 exactly. I'm using a calculator because a lot of people gonna be feeling like what you're saying is not correct. 2 times 3 is gonna give you 6. So 2 times 3 is gonna give you 6. And if you went for over 2.5, the game will be successful. You went for over 3.5, it's successful. You went for over 4.5, it's successful. You went for over 5.5, it's successful, because over 5.5 means 6 corners, and the result I just explained here as an example showed that we had 2 times 3, which is 6, and over 5.5 means 6 corners. So what I've explained here is also applicable to the team 2. Now let me say here, team 2, for the team 2, that means the away team need at least 1 corner or 2 corner in the first half, and in the second half if they still score like 1 corner, that's that's still cool, because if you go for over 0.5, that means you need 1 corner. If you go for over 1.5, that means 2 corners. So you have to know that the result from the first half and the second half is really important when it comes to multi corners, seriously. And multi corners, as I said, is centered around multiplication. You need to get the result of the first half, add them together, get the result of the second half, add them together, then multiply them together. That's just how multi corners work, get. So for this game here, over 0.5 is really a good one, because for me, there's no how this away team wouldn't have at least 1 corner in the first half. Get, they will have 1 corner. So as I said in the general multi corners, that the only way you're gonna lose this option is if they have 0-0 in the first half, it will affect the scores. In short, you have lost the ticket, because as long as they have 0-0 in the second half, there is no need of you hoping, you get, because anything they get in the second half and you multiply it, you will still end with 0. Same way with individual corners. Let me say in this team 2 now, in this team 2 had 0 corners in the first half, like they failed to produce corner and they just ended up with 0 corners in the first half. And in the second half, they had like 8 corners. It will still end up with 0. You get, it will end up with 0. So there is no need of you hoping. But if that in the first half, the away team have something like 1 corner, and in the second half, they managed to have 5 corners, at least there is hope. You have 5, 1 times 5 will be 5, because from over 0.5 here to over 4.5 here is successful. Yes, it's successful. So guys, that's what multi corners is all about. This market is really an interesting market for you to work on, analyze and strategize, because this option is really a good option that if it is open to a lot of leagues, you're gonna win big and make profit from it. But as I said, it's really limited to a lot of teams, so you might not be seeing it in all the leagues, but wherever you see it, try to use it and make profits. So multi corners is really interesting. really interesting. If you can really understand what I've said in this video, you can use it to help yourself and make profits. And I really hope that a lot of people really understood what I said throughout the video. So guys, please share my channel to your friends, subscribe. You get, please support me by subscribing to my channel, like my videos, leave a comment. If need my help with anything concerning market options, bets, you can leave your question in the comment section, and if I can help you with it or do something about it, I'll make a video on it. So please guys, tell your friends about IJTips. Tell your friends that IJSTIPS is here to help you make profit, to help you learn new strategies, learn new markets, understand new markets, and a lot of things. So this football season that is back already is gonna be massive. It's really gonna be massive. I'm gonna be trying my best to drop a lot of videos, a lot of games. So let's just try our best to help ourselves and see how it goes. So that's all I have today concerning multi corners, and I wish you all the best. Good luck.